there is occasionally news where the requests for me to talk about it literally outnumber everything with like a factor of 5 to 1. And this is one of those. So let's talk about David Ayer recently saying he was set up to be the entire architect of the DCEU before his Suicide Squad bombed. So once again, this news comes at us directly from David Ayer. Now, most of you know he directed the original Suicide Squad film that came out way back in 2016, which was of course following the release of Batman v Superman, that was received, well, it was critically panned. So, as history has shown us, WB behind his back ordered him to go do reshoots while they literally re-edited the entire film, went behind his back, changed a lot of elements, and didn't even have him on hand for the release of the final cut of the film, which came out in theaters. That film got a 26 on Rotten Tomatoes, but it still made a pretty decent box office sum of $727 million. So it was successful and profitable, but of course the damage was done with the combo of this and Batman v Superman. So recently, while interviewed by Real Ones, he reveals that during that time, the Suicide Squad was getting so much traction and so much hype that people were literally walking in, looking at it and saying, oh man, David Ayer is going to take over DC. And that he truly believes that he made such a good film that they were ready to hand over the keys to all of DC Comics to him and literally have him be the architect of this universe. Now, honestly, I can kind of see what he's saying. The way he talks about the Ayer cut, and allegedly the audience tests and everything were through the roof, like the film, according to him at least, and some people that have seen it, it's a complete masterpiece, like one of the best comic book films ever made, bar none. So take it from him or some of his fans, whether you believe this or not. But the fact that he believes this was going to happen and many people were backing him makes me think that maybe he's even thinking too high of himself, or something was truly happening that they really did believe that he could do it. But again, once the theatrical cut came out, we saw what happened. So we can't really base our opinion on this on the theatrical cut, but at the same time, he set forth many of those ideas. A lot of the theatrical cut is his. Just because they re-edited the film in a different way, it doesn't mean that they literally changed many of the elements. Like, he still shot a majority of that film, which is why he's credited as the director. So, it'll be interesting to see what happens, if anything, when we get the Ayer cut and how things shake out in regards to it, but I don't believe that we would be in a better place had he'd been given the keys to all of DC. Because, obviously, with what he did with many of the characters people hate, I can't imagine him tackling other more lighthearted characters. Like, could you imagine David Ayer's take on Shazam? Yeah, I'm good.